Hey everyone, my name is Tony and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the secrets of profile builders and we're going to share a few tips and secrets that you probably didn't know. Let's dive in. So let's suppose we want to add a crown molding to the top of our cabinets here. First, you want to open the profile dialog. And we already have a profile that we want to add. And from here, we can hit build so we can start adding this to our model. Now, the secret here is that you can use tab, home, and end keys to change the orientation and modify your profile while you build. So I'm going to set my starting point. You can see a nice preview of our profile. And the first secret is that you can hit the tab key to mirror our profile. And you can see that change reflect on the dialog settings as well. Furthermore, you can use the home key to change between different placement points as you build. You can also see that change on our preview. And also hit the end key to rotate. As you can see, it shifts between different angles as you build your profile. Keep in mind, this also works pretty well with the whole tool. Once you are ready to build, you can press the home key to switch between different placement points. Now, this is pretty important because you might think of redrawing your profile because the orientation is incorrect. But these shortcuts show you that you can rearrange the orientation while you build. Now, this next secret tip is something that I personally didn't even know, and that is you can turn a SketchUp face into a parametric object. For example, I have this face that I want to use as a detail to this counter. I can simply select that face and use the extend tool and extend this face into a profile. And when I finish, it asks me to convert this into a profile, so I can give this a name. And now I can treat this as an editable profile. The profile selection tool. Now I can change all of these settings, give it a material, and edit this as a real profile. This is actually a pretty cool shortcut if you wanted to make profiles out of one or multiple faces. Now, this next tip allows us to use an existing profile member or assembly as the path to build a new one. Created this in the previous video, so if you want to see how this is built, there'll be a link to the video in the description. So basically, we're using this existing assembly as the path for a new one. So to demonstrate, I'm going to load this bench assembly. I'm going to do this on this one, so I'm going to select this existing assembly, which is a very simple 90-degree turn. Select build along path, and you can see that now the two assemblies are sharing that space. So that's a pretty neat trick. I'm going to select that bench and I'm going to offset that in. I'm going to use the left and right offset to -1 feet. And I'm going to repeat this to the component and the profile member, which is what this assembly is made of. And as you can see, the entire assembly shifted 1 feet inside our walking space. So this is a very interesting workflow if you want to create two assemblies that follow the same path line. And if you have a more interesting path line, you can see how interesting that actually looks. Secret number 4, you can create a bulk of profiles at once. Ideally, you would have to select your profile, select the plus icon, and go through this entire workflow to create one, save, and then proceed to the next one. But you can actually just select all of your profiles and hit that same plus icon to create a new profile. Say profiles _A. And now it's going to ask us to save this into our library. Select the folder. And as you can see, it confirmed that it's saved for profiles. So now we can go and access that folder You can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 profiles already saved. And the key takeaway here is that you can build an entire custom profile library within minutes. Now for this very last secret tip, you can swap profiles without leaving the build tool. For example, I'm going to select my profile and click build. And from here, I can start to build. Now, as I build, I can actually hold Alt and select a new profile. So now I can pick my new profile once again, set the right placement point, and I can just keep building without leaving the actual tool. Now, the great thing about this is that you don't have to stop to reopen your library and search for a new profile. As long as that profile is already in your SketchUp model, you can select using the Alt key. This also works very well with assemblies. Once again, extremely useful tool as far as increasing productivity with Profile Builder. And that's gonna be all for this video. Hopefully those tips were useful. Let me know in the comment section which one surprised you the most. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.